Well, here we are on YouTube. What's happening, Ryan?
Nathan, have you ever heard of America's Got Talent?
Yeah.
It's like a reality show. I don't think I've ever seen an episode. I've seen, of course, American Idol back in the day and things like that. Here's the thing. The beauty of these quote unquote reality competition shows, what I like about them is they grab John Q public, right? People just who are nobodies like us in the sense of the popular culture eye, and they have a chance to showcase what they think is their talents, and they can maybe go become something with those talents. They get showcased no matter your race, gender, class in society, whatever it might be. They have a chance to showcase themselves. So it's really kind of a cool avenue for that. Now, I don't watch it, but I have seen on the YouTubes there is an artist or a public or like a citizen, so to speak, who is getting some praise for their performance of a U2 song. So this is why I picked this too, is because you and I are big U2 fans. And so they're covering U2. It's part of the it's going to be at the America's, I think it's America's Got Talent. I think that's what it is. So I'm just being clear that I don't even know. I haven't watched the video, so I don't know. But according to the title, that's where it's from. You and I are huge U2 fans, so we know them very well. So what we have always done with our rules of covers is what, Nathan? What is our rules regarding covers?
Our rules? I don't know.
Not rules, but things we look
but
for.
more like what we're looking for. I think we're looking for, like, they pay homage to the original artist, but they draw you in and get you curious about the content that they offer through it. So, yeah,
right.
I think that's
now. That's right. So
idea.
now this individual's name is Putri. I might be saying it wrong, so I do apologize to Putri Ariani. So they probably don't have an album right there like that, so we wouldn't be able to go check their original work per se. So what this would do for us is like we'll pretend we're judges on the show. Would they qualify for the next round by this performance? Why don't we do that?
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna pretend we're judges on America's Got Talent. We're Canadians on America's Got Talent. Okay, ready?
Ready.
All right.
I have climbed highest mountains. I have run through the fields only to be with you, only to be with you. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I believe in the kingdom come, then all the colors will bleed into one. But yes, I'm still running. You broke the bonds and you lose a chance. Carry the cross and my shame. Oh, my shame. You know I believe, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for. But I what I'm looking
Okay. Now, I guess this video will continue with what the judges have to say. Do you? I don't really care what they have to say. Do you want to say what we have to say as judges, Nathan? Or
Let's say what we have to say and then hear what they have to say.
Okay, sure. So let's just minimize it first, and then Nathan, you're a judge on America's Got Talent with Canadian judges. It looks like Simon Cowell's there, so he's British, so we get to be foreign judges. All right.
Like Christina in our Patreon chat right now says, I definitely still love the original.
Yes, of course.
But that version was quite well done. I'm very curious about a couple of things. I'm sure that you've looked this up while I was.
No, I did not look it up. I didn't look it up.
Oh,
I was just listening to obviously she has an eyesight issue. Now, whether she's blind or the muscles are I could be wrong, but it looked like her eyes were crossed and one was shut. So I think there's some sort of eye issue. I could be wrong. I don't know.
No, that wasn't my curiosity. Was
that's the first thing I noticed was her eyes were off.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Was like, where's she from, or what's her like original language? I could tell that English wasn't her first language, but I'm curious to know, like, so many things, like what inspired her to choose that song. It's kind of an older song right now that not a lot of people cover anymore.
Yeah, it's 87. It came out in 87, I think. Joshua Tree.
Yeah. I mean, it was covered a lot for quite a while, even up into the early 2000s. I think. I can't remember the name of the band that covered it in the early 2000s. But it's not that it disappeared. Sure. It's a classic song, but it's. Sure. So I'm curious. I almost want to ask her, like, so why did you pick that song? What inspired you to pick a U2 song?
Maybe they ask her. Maybe they ask her after this. But
yeah, maybe they do. My other question is just like kudos to her, because one of the things that she does so well is she starts, and maybe she started with a note in her head or played a note or something like that, but then she like plays the piano after she had started singing, and to have pitch that matches the piano after you start, like most people start with the piano so that it gets the ball rolling, right? So that you are able to keep your pitch and maintain your pitch. And she started the piano afterwards. So she actually had to match the piano after she had pressed the keys on the piano, which is much harder. It's fantastic to be able to do that. So she's got great control of her voice, really like a lot of power out of such a small person. It's just amazing. Yeah. I thought that was really cool.
All right. Well, you didn't leave much for me. So let's go to the judges.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. I'll pretend I'm a judge too. I echo everything that my partner judge over here said, dear Putri. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know how else to say it. It's an interesting name. It's obviously
what's your full name?
Putri Ariani. Anyway, so the first thing I noticed, of course, yes, her dress seemed, I don't know how much of it was ceremonial, religious, cultural. I don't know. Obviously, speaking as a white Canadian, I don't know what her background is, but her dress or her outfit or costume, but her dress was very pretty for the jewels and how it came back behind the chair. There's like a long, what do you call that? Trailing cloth behind you. I don't know what you call that.
A train?
Yeah, a train. So it was just a big, but it was a big, beautiful ceremonial like dress. So I don't know if that's a religious look, cultural, bit of both, or was it just, because often the head wearing it signifies some sort of culture. So let us know where she's from, like culturally speaking. And I think
she's from
Indonesia. Okay. Yeah. So I expect she, of course, speaks. What do they speak there? Is it Indonesian?
Tagalog, possibly.
It's Philippines, isn't it?
That's Philippines, though. No.
Anyways.
In Yogyakarta.
Now, what about her eyesight? Am I right about the eyesight?
I don't know. I'm not looking up the.
Okay. Anyway, so yes, beautiful performance. Great control of her voice. I'm not a vocal coach. You guys can go listen to the vocal coach channels for their great breakdown of her vocals. But beautiful performance. But to be objective here, yes, of course, the original with Bono and the band is, of course, doesn't take away from the original. Few covers take away from the original. Some do. Some people are able to make the covers better than the original. this was a very kind of spiritual, which it is a spiritual song, mind you, but this is a more spiritual, soulful type cover, like almost church worship. So a beautiful rendition. Does not take away from the original, but just the original still wins in this sense. However, she made it her own. Very beautiful voice. I'd be curious to see her sing a kind of a more up song, a more poppy song. I'd be kind of curious how she controls that. Okay, now without further ado, quickly, let's just hear what the judges had to say. I don't know if I really want to, but let's hear a little bit of what Simon has to say, maybe.
Okay. Oh, standing ovation from all of them.
Putri, Ariani.
Putri, it is Putri. Okay, Ariani.
Putri.
I got it right. Well, right.
Not Putri.
Putri, I'm actually speechless right now. Look, you know what I was thinking was, first of all, what a beautiful voice you've got. What a beautiful version. And honestly, Putri,
hey, we said
this is why I still do this job, for moments like this.
And for the big paychecks, let's be honest.
Genuinely. Because that was so beautiful. And I do want to thank you too, because they don't clear their songs, because I understand there's a lot of bands don't clear their songs, but they cleared this song for Putri to sing.
Oh, no way.
No, this is an interesting discussion. I thought when you cover, you don't, because people on YouTube all the time, is it because this is a television show?
But probably for the show, like, they have to have permission before they go on the show.
You get what I'm saying, right? Like if you and I wanted to sing the song, you and I, as terrible as it would sound, you and I could sing the song and post it on YouTube, and we don't have to get YouTube's permission. But because it's on a broadcast show, even though it's a cover, they still have to clear. So YouTube allowed her to do it. Wow, that's very cool. Okay, I did not know they needed permission because I thought because they were covers. Interesting.
Because they saw her audition and they knew how much this would mean to her. And I cannot thank you enough, because I think you've just hopefully changed this girl's life.
Thank you so much.
Sophia.
I don't think I've ever heard something more beautiful in my life.
Thank you.
That was spectacular. Every note.
Did you ever watch Modern Family?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize she was a judge on the show. Okay. Yeah.
Oh.
The feeling, what you were like, I mean, making us feel, it was amazing. One of my favorite songs of all time. I think this was the perfect act.
Heidi.
You sounded
see, she's
so
getting a little
beautiful,
emotional.
and I thought to myself, this is probably what it sounds like when
The Heidi Klum, the model.
Literally. So beautiful. And I do hope that Bono gets to hear this, and I wish you all
he's
the
listening.
luck. You have a stunning voice. Thank you so much.
Great comment, Howie.
Perfection!
Thank you so much.
All right, good stuff. All right, thanks everyone who watched us watch this. That's great. Good luck to Putri. Good luck to you on the show. We wish you. I don't know. For all we know, the show's over. I don't even know when this came out, but maybe she won or didn't win. I don't know. All right, Nathan, take us out.
That was great. That was great. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we will see you on the next one.